Steve Riegel's contribution to the cooperative industry spans over 44 years. For the sum of his career, Mr. Riegel has worked diligently to share the cooperative message across Kansas, the United States, and around the globe. As a person of integrity and dedication, he personifies the cooperative principles and ideals and is a tireless advocate for the promotion of co-ops. Born in Dodge City, Kansas, Steve is the youngest of the fourth generation to engage in the family farm. From an early age, he became involved in all aspects of the farming and ranching operation that began in the early 1800s. Steve has always enjoyed helping with the cattle and working in the fields alongside the rest of his family, especially the first time he got to take the wheat truck down the highway all by himself at 8 years old. According to Steve, though, he was probably the only one that was excited about that happening. Academically, Steve attended Ford High School, where he became active in both sports and FFA. After graduation, he attended both Dodge City Community College and Fort Hays State University, majoring in ag business and animal science. In 1973, Steve returned to the family farm and married his high school sweetheart Denise. Several years later, they started a family, welcoming 2 children, Butch and Chambry. As a successful farmer and rancher, Riegel Farms is an operation farming both dry land and irrigated crops in western Kansas. This includes wheat, corn, beans, alfalfa hay, American quarter horses, cattle, and now grandkids. 8 years ago, Steve and Denise joined the prestigious ranks of grandparents to grandsons Ike and Sam and granddaughter Kate. To say they have Papa and Mimi wrapped around their finger might be an understatement. It's even been questioned whether the new shop that Steve recently built really was for his equipment or maybe a supersized playhouse for him and the grandkids. Following in his family's footsteps, Steve has been a member of a co-op for over 50 years and is a third-generation co-op director. He began his cooperative career in 1976 as an associate director for the Ford Kingsdown Cooperative in western Kansas. Quickly recognized as a respected leader, he went on to serve as director from 1981 to 1992. During these years, Steve had the foresight that smaller, independent cooperatives may not survive on their own. Elected as board chairman in 1989, he began to cultivate the communication of a potential merger, bringing together the Ford Kingsdown Cooperative and Dodge City Cooperative Exchange. He believed that this union was the best thing for both cooperatives and forfeited his chairman leadership role to benefit both the member and the co-op. As a result of his intuition, the two joined together in 1992 and is a part of what is still known today as Pride Ag Resources. Several years later, Steve was elected to serve the board of Pride Ag Resources and served 13 years as chairman. During this time, Pride Ag became the trusted source for members to reach markets and be competitive against both national and independent grain facilities. Steve's service and support to the cooperative community is a great example of the kind of leadership that has kept this system so strong.
Good evening. My name is Scott McNair, Chairman of the Board of Pride Ag Resources. First, congratulations, Steve, on being inducted to the Kansas Cooperative Hall of Fame. All of your years of service make you an outstanding candidate. When Steve finishes his final term on the CHS board, he will have served a combined total of 49 years as a director. I first met Steve the night he was nominated and elected to the Dodge City Cooperative Board. I thought, Oh no, a cowboy on the board. I quickly learned the cowboy side was just a small part of what Steve stood for. I sincerely respect Steve's understanding and passion for the cooperative system. We'd be hard-pressed to find another person who works as tirelessly networking and promoting the cooperative system for the good of American agriculture and farmers. His leadership skills, fortitude, dedication, and integrity are evident to all that have served with him. His recent tenure on the CHS board has given him opportunities to crisscross America and the globe, learning firsthand how American agriculture is intertwined with the rest of the world. Larry Scott, another Kansas Cooperative Hall of Fame member, said, "Steve really cares about people." That included the co-op family of employees, members, and staff, as well as just about everyone he ever met. Our relationship has grown to the point we almost consider ourselves cousins. We've enjoyed good times and tough times together. During the times of unexpected tragedy, true friends stand together to help each other through. Thanks for being there, Steve. And then there are some of the fun times together. Steve's spring roundup and then working and branding of the calf crop. Turns out I have a little cowboy in myself. Directing traffic on Seawall Boulevard in Galveston, Texas. Enjoying Monkey Island on Grand Lake in Oklahoma. We both have lasting memories of those fun times. Once again, congratulations and thank you for your service, Steve Riegel.
The co-op is the lifeblood of our towns out here in western Kansas, and it's a way of life for us. And in the cooperative, if you do business there, you own it, and you might as well get involved in it in one way or another. And you need to get in there and take your turn at seeing how the co-ops work and how business is done.
Steve Riegel has certainly taken his turn. In fact, he's been a leader in helping build the cooperative system into the force it is today. Not only has Steve served as a board member and chair for cooperatives in Kansas, he has been elected 6 times to the CHS Board of Directors, where he represents his region and serves on various board committees. Steve brings the voice of area farmers and ranchers to one of the nation's largest cooperatives, to the nation's capital, and to cooperative ventures around the world. Known for his quick wit, intelligence, and cooperative spirit, Steve is admired as a skilled listener and relationship builder.
I'm very honored today to recognize Steve Riegel for this Hall of Fame award. It is certainly fitting for him to receive this for his years of dedication and service. Anybody that knows him knows how he deeply cares for everyone that he deals with. He's also very passionate about what he believes in, and that is about American agriculture and the cooperative system. One of the things that Steve excels at is bringing people together and getting them to work together. It's allowed our board to be more effective. It has allowed our cooperative to do things more effectively with others. And also, he brings together people from different parts of the system to work together and do something much larger than we could ever do ourselves. We thank Steve for what he does, what he has done, and what he will continue to do to support the cooperative system.
So it's a team effort. It's all about farming, and in the cooperative system, from CHS down to the local co-op, and from the local co-op down to the farmer, that's what it's all about. We've got to make agriculture successful. I guess I certainly hope that they would say I didn't mess it up. But, just that I made a difference, and kept it viable for the next generation. And just that I believe in the co-op system and hope to pass that on to the younger kids.
On behalf of the Kansas Cooperative Council and everyone here this evening, thank you for your years of service and congratulations on this honor.